Sup nerds, do you guys want to see a dead body? Today we have HeavyLeomon versus Eosmon. Chris won the die roll, so he's going first. Hatches Evos into Leomon and then Evos into Leomon. Mel hatches Neoromon and then plays Analog Youth for 2. Gets a Scourge on. Adds the Aquilomon. Then plays Manoa for 4. Promotes the Leo. Swings with Leo, triggers the effect. Evos into Loader for 2. 7k, 1 check. Survives. Then Evos into Leopardmon X for 4. Triggers Leopard effect. Plays Electmon for free. Triggers Electmon's effect. Gets his Scourge on. Top 5. Adds the Leomon. Mel plays Eos for 5, triggers Manoa, Scourges top 3, adds Eosmon. And Chris hatches Fremon. Evos into Electmon for 0. Triggers Leopard X's effect, plays Terriermon for free, and then triggers Leopard X's effect to bounce the Eosmon back to hand. I feel like once we get more support, Leopard X would actually be a viable strategy just by itself. He swings security, 12k, 1 check. Checks a Taiga. Evos into Leomon for 2. Swing security, triggers his effect. Evos into Loader for 2. 7k, 1 check, survives. And then Mel goes to 3 from Manoa. Plays Analog Youth for 2. Scourges top 3, finally sees a rookie. A little late. Evos into Morphomon for 0. It's not looking good for the Eosmon team. Then Evos into Aquilomon for 2 to choke Chris to 1. Chris promotes. Swings. Survives. Swings. Survives. And swings for game with Terrier. So Heavy Leo does take game 1 in a pretty deciding fashion. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in the HeavyLeomon deck profile, the link will be in the pinned comment below. So Mel chooses to go first for game 2, hatches Neoromon, Evos into Palmon, then plays Manoa for 4. Chris hatches the Fremon, Evos into Electmon, then plays Memory Boost for 3, Scourges top 4, adds the Heavy Boy, and plays Leomon for 3, or Leomon, however you want to say that. Searches security, adds Leomon, recovers, shuffles, all that stuff. Alright, so Mo plays Cutting Edge for 6, plays Eosmon for free, pops the Leomon, triggers Manoa, searches top 3, adds Analog Youth. And Chris promotes. Pops the Mim Boost. Goes to 5. Evos into Leo for 2. Swing security, triggers Leomon's effect. Evos into Grap Leo for 2. 7k, 1 check. Survives. And then Evos into the Heavy Boy and bot decks the Eosmon. Mel promotes, triggers Palmon's effect to give Heavy Leo -2 memory upon suspension till the end of Chris's turn. Not once per turn. It's basically like a little ice wall on one dude. Plays Analog for 2, Scourges top 3. Adds a level 4 Eosmon, trashes the rest. Plays Eos for 4. Triggers Eos, plays Manoa. Chris doesn't have a Tamer to play. Mel triggers the Manoa. Searches top 3. Adds Eosmon, bot decks the rest. Alright, Chris hatches. Evos into Electmon. Swing security, loses 2 memory. Survives the check, bot decks the Palmon. And Then Chris plays Mimi for 4. Mel hatches Leomon. Evos into Agumon. Evos into Eosmon for 3. Swing Security triggers Eosmon to play Eosmon, triggers each Manoa. Technically these would be one at a time, but it's not really a big deal. Adds Eosmon from the first search, and adds Manoa on the second search. And then triggers the when attacking inheritable of the Eosmon to play Manoa for free. And then 6k 1 check, survives. I think this is probably one of the worst possible matchups Eosmon could run into, which is pretty funny. I don't think there's very many good matchups, but this is probably like top 3 worst. Alright, so Mel Evos into Eosmon for 5, triggers the effect, puts 2 Eosmons, technically should be at the top of the sources, but it's all Eosmon, so who cares. Deletes the Heavy Leo. The Heavy Leo has 3 de-evo effects on deletion, so we actually should de-evo the Eosmon potentially up to 3 times, and then also triggers Heavy Leo's effect to bot deck the Eosmon, but he actually should also de-evo the other Eosmon here, because he had other de-evo triggers on deletion. So we got our first Chet. So Chris promotes, taps Mimi, hatches, evos into Leomon. Pops Agility, evos into Leo for free. Swing Security, survives, unsuspends. Swings again, survives. Swings with Leo, into Eosmon, draws from Fremon, triggers Leo's effect to evos into Loader Leo for 2. Runs over the Eos, Mel triggers Analog, gains memory. And then Chris plays Breath of the Gods, targets the Loader to go to 0. And then evos into Bancho for 3. Bancho has Reboot because of the Breath, so he unsuspends. Not looking good for Eosmon. Mel promotes. Plays Eosmon for 5. And Mel is basically conceding here. Also, Chet number 2, that Mimi should not unsuspend here. Not going to matter, but just keeping track of it. He swings with the Heavy Leo, bot decks the Agu, and then swings for game. So Heavy Leo does take it 2-0 pretty easily. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.